it's your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, and today we're going to do an eye look using the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette. I haven't used this palette that much. I think I've used it maybe 3 times. I usually just palette mash it up with the other Kaleidos palettes I have to see how they go. So I was supposed to actually be doing a Lunar Lavender palette mash up today with this, but I decided not to just because I've already used that palette like yesterday, and then I used it like the week before, and I'm just trying to take a little break from it. So maybe I'll do that over the weekend, but I had seen a color combination I wanted to use in this palette today, so I was like, we're going to do that. Of course, you know I want to use the blue. I want to use orange, blue, and then these 2 greens, and then I'm going to put this shade in the inner corner. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take this brush and take the blue on the outer V. This is the AOA Studio brush from Shop Miss A. And I do have on the Tone Activator Primer from Kaleidos. I'm just putting this on the outer V because I got to put the orange in the actual crease, if you will. So, trying to blend the outer V quite nicely and smoothly. I ordered the Shroud Cosmetics palette from Beauty Bean this morning, so I'm super excited about getting that. I wanted it, and I didn't get it during pre-order because they said it sold out in like 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, so how many did you have on order for it to sell out in 2 minutes? The woman has 20,000 followers. Last I checked, it was like 20 point something K followers. So I'm like, to me, it's just a cool looking palette. So people that don't necessarily follow her might just like the color story and try to go out and buy it. So it's like, But being with times the way they are, I guess that's why they were just like, they take this minimal amount just to see how demand goes, and then they'll, you know, go from there. I'm intrigued to get it, and I want to pair it with the Arcania palette because I want to, you know, do a like smokier dark vibe with that green and some of the greens and blues in the Arcania palette versus in her palette. I mean, her palette looks nice on its own. I definitely know I can get some looks out of it, but I don't know. I'm just really intrigued and want to try it out with the Arcania palette. I don't know why. So expect the palette matchup with that and the Arcania palette just because they intrigue me and both look cool to me. So, where's the brush? Okay, so we're going to take this BH Cosmetics brush and just start dusting out of V. Y'all know I like to smooth that out as best I can. I always like the way my eye looks when I first start with the dark color on the outer V. I'd be looking in the camera like, yes, that looks cute. And I'll be thinking, should I even put anything else on? Like, because sometimes I just be looking at, ooh, like I feel like my outer V's look really cool and my lid just looks, you know, interesting. So maybe I should start doing that look that I see some brown girls doing when we can't use shades like this on face. Maybe like just put it on my lid and see how that works. I'm not going to do that right now though, because that was not the vision in my head. So we're going to stick to what the vision in my head was. But I might try it another time like that. We'll see. And then maybe I won't have to bitch so much about them always putting them shades and palettes that I can't use, because, you know, I'll actually be able to use it. But as a general rule, I don't really like those looks, so that's why I don't ever use them. This isn't a brush I would normally use for this because I feel like it's a little too, well, flimsy and doesn't concentrate enough into the crease, but it's doing an okay, decent job. All the other brushes I normally use for that are like drying off, or I've already used them in previous videos. Like I literally just did a video before this one, and I think I might have used it in that. So everything is drying downstairs, so that's why I can't necessarily do this. So I'm thinking after this eye look, I'm actually going to go buy my gas in Indiana and then come back, because I've been wanting to try this series for a while on my IGTV to see if anybody would be interested in it and like it. So I think I'm going to try to shoot a video for that, and then you'll see it Sunday. It's going to be like a palette mashup type situation with a twist, if you will, because they aren't actually palettes. Yeah, this brush is doing pretty good considering it's not what I would normally use for this. And it's helping blow out the shade higher up in the crease, so I don't have to use another brush to dust over the top to give that effect. So I guess that's good. Let's go ahead and go in and do the other side now. And it's picking up a decent amount of pigmentation when I go to blend it out, so that's cool. I did a similar look like this a while ago with the LA Girl Pro Mastery palette, Pro Artistry palette, the one that looks like it could be similar to the Makeup by Mario palette. So I did it a different way though. Like I think I put the blue on the lower lash line. It was a shimmery blue I put on the lower lash line, and I just put the matte orange all over the lid. So I figured we'd try something different today. I don't think I've done this look with this palette before either, but I haven't used this palette in a while, so don't quote me. And we'll take the same brush and yes. Nice little dust in there. Okay, now we're gonna go into the shimmer shade. Where's the brush for the shimmer? Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna take the first green shade, which is this one. This reflective packaging, so you can't see the name, and then I'm gonna take that one and dab it on top. So one thing is, if I remember, these were kind of okay. I thought they were difficult to pick up on the brush if I remember correctly, but it's not. I think it's just the ones that are like topper-esque type shades that were hard to pick up, which I believe is the second one and why I was doing it that way, from what I remember. Plus, I just watched it before it started, and it seemed like that one was thinner than this one, which is why I wanted to go in with this one first, and then go in with the thinner one last. So yeah, I'm feeling it. And the brush is making it quite easy to apply, which I was concerned about, because I was like, is it going to apply the way I want it to, or is it going to, you know? I'm just mesmerized by the shimmer on my lid. That's why I'm not really talking, because I'm just concentrating in the mirror like, ooh, it's quite pretty. It's definitely a vibe. And I'm here for it. All the way. And I don't really need to add the other one, but I am, just because I'm extra like that. We all know I'm extra like that. So let's go ahead and blend out the first shimmer before we start dabbing stuff on top of it. I would love to put the orange on the lower lash line too, and like the blue on the outer V, and make that like a whole vibe. I think I might, even though I wanted to do another eye look, but when I come back I can just fix it then, because I'm really just ooh. So I'm dabbing the other green on top of this green, and if you can see, that green is a little bit darker than this green. But the weird thing is, like, I feel like the first green looks dark in the pan, but the second one looks dark when you actually put it on the eye. So I don't know, or sorry, lighter. I don't know if them mixed together is what's making it look darker to me. So yeah, y'all, this is almost finished look. I decided I was going to do some lower lash line work that I didn't necessarily plan on doing, but you know, I'm just feeling look that much that I feel like we should finish it off. So I'm gonna take the blue and put it on the outer V below, like right here. We're gonna start. And y'all know I usually take the middle eye, so this is gonna go to about the middle of the eye. And then I'm gonna get a pencil brush and put the rest of the orange on the bottom lower lash line. I'm gonna have to get another clean brush to the dust underneath here, else I'm gonna just have a whole bunch of shimmer underneath my lower lash line, and that's what we're trying to get. Even though it's some already under there, I don't want to help it out and add more. So okay, yeah, so I'm liking that. I feel like I should blow it out a little bit more on this side. I feel like I kind of blew it out on that side. I have to brush to dust that off. Here's one. Okay, we'll do that in a second. But now I'm going to take this brush, which I planned on using for the inner corner, but I found my Refer 13. So I'm going to just use that. And we're going to take this orange up here. I feel like it sounds really scratchy when I'm rubbing across my lower lash line. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can hear when I'm rubbing it across. It feels really scratchy. And it gets down scratchy when I'm rubbing, if that makes sense. I'm trying to make this orange look quite pigmented. I feel like the orange here is like disappeared, so let's put a little bit back there. Why not? A little bit right there as well. Just put it everywhere, y'all. Okay, so now take the clean brush up here since we added some orange and fix that whole situation. I'll probably go off camera and like blend it better with the brush that I put the orange on with initially. But now I need to take this clean brush and go underneath the lower lash line. But I don't want any more shimmer from that other brush. It doesn't matter if it shimmers on the top part, because you know the shimmer on the eyelid. I just hate when the shimmer falls down to the bottom because I neglected to use a second brush. But see, it's looking way better now. I would blend out the lower lash line. See? Not gonna put that one up there. I'll take the brush that we used the orange with and try to blend out the orange I added with the pencil brush from the lower lash line. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with our inner corner color, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna take that, let's pop it in the inner corner real quick. Do you see enough sparkle on my face? I feel like you do. With all this sparkly inner corner and then like lid situation going on. It's definitely a look that I am here for. I feel like the orange isn't looking as nice underneath the eye as I want, but I'll do that off camera and finish it up, and then you'll see how it looks in the thumbnail. So this is the finished eye look using the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette. I actually really like this look. I'm kind of impressed, if you will. I'm feeling like I need to work on this outer corner right here real quick, and then the orange on this side right here. So like I said, I'm gonna do that off camera. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.